welcome to my tutorial on AP Music Theory question number 6. So this question assumes that you know Roman numerals and how to make a chord matrix. So first we're going to start off by doing that. So I'm going to fast forward here, as most of you know the notes to B flat major. Just make sure to be very careful and line up all your notes and make sure not to miss any of those little flat signs, because they will come to bite you in a bit. Once we have them, you can cross out the third there and go ahead and number them. Now that we've done that, we're going to identify each chord. So we're going to go circle that 1, 6, make sure that's a first inversion, so you're going to circle the second note. We're going to start with that fourth chord there. Everything should be just like filling in the blanks here, but we're going to get to the secondary dominant chord. And so right here, you're going to identify the fifth, and you're going to take the fifth of the fifth. And we're going to build a chord off of that. So we're going to go C, E, and we're going to raise a third, so E natural. It was normally a flat. And we're going to take that, add a G and a B flat. And we will be putting it into second inversion, so put the G at the base. And we'll continue on here with the 2. That should be very quick. That's just filling in the blanks just like the other two. Double the bass. And this is a 8/7 suspension, so that means that we take the octave of the fifth chord, and we're going to have that replace the E flat, and we're going to have that move down to the E flat over the course of a quarter note, whereas the rest are half notes. And then we return nice and easy to the 1 chord, and we're not sure what we're going to do with that bass note. We might triple it, depending on how everything goes. So now that we have our nice chord stacks, we're just going to go fill in the blanks, and we're going to try to be as bow-rect as possible, meaning we're going to try and have as little movement as possible. The only times that we have to be careful is in making sure that T goes to Do, the T of the secondary dominant goes to the Do of that chord, and making sure that the 5 at the end, when going to the 1, the T goes to Do, and the 7th resolves downward. And we will make sure all those things happen as we set them up here. This is our suspension. We will tie 2 quarter notes. And look at that. Everything is nice and peachy. At the end here, what we're going to do in order to be more correct is we're going to try and triple the root, which allows us to have less change and allows the song to thus be less movement. The College Board hates movement. So thank you. We have made a fatal error in our part writing, and stuff that's going to cost us a lot of points. Alright, so it turns out we've actually made a huge mistake right in the middle and at the end of our part writing technique, which is a reason why not only should you write in pencil, but you should also double check your work, which is the most important thing in music theory. So we're going to go circle those errors right now. So on that secondary dominant chord, we actually made a 5 of 5 chord. And what's pictured on the page right here, I've written out the chord progression for you on both sides. What we do is we take the second chord, that's C, we're going to number that, and we're going to build it. So we're going to take C, E flat, and then a G. And we're going to take the fifth of that chord, then build a dominant chord on top of that, raising the third. And that's what we do here. You can see the chord stack is correct, and it's a second version, so the D is going to be our bass note. And as for the last chord, all we had to do was change that to whole notes, and we're golden. And now we have something worthy of a 5.